Hey, what's going on, peeps? Today we are here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we are at the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame Museum. So let's go inside and see what this place is all about. So once you walk in, the gift shop is just right there as soon as you walk in. So we'll go ahead and show you around the gift shop. So some pretty cool autographed pictures there. Then we have some t-shirts, some plaques, and some team picture situations over here as well. And then a huge selection of bobbleheads. I'm talking about huge selection of bobbleheads. And what really got my attention was like, hey, these are not all the same type of bobbleheads. All of these are different. I'm talking about hundreds of different type of Reds bobbleheads. Now, some of these are from this year, some of them from last year, some of these are from years ago, but still, huge selection of different type of bobbleheads. So I was kind of pretty impressed with this. Pretty cool. Then we have a 1976 World Champions team picture. Also in the gift shop have some books, and we also have some more pictures over here as well too. Hey, that was pretty cool. Then we have some Joey Votto Star Wars Jedi bobblehead situations, some more autographed pictures, a couple of Johnny Bench autographs, some more t-shirts over here as well, more team pictures, and I think the t-shirts are around like 25-30 bucks, not too bad expensive. Then some pretty cool 1990 World Champions pennants. Okay, so now the first pit stop here. The Reds have this pretty cool little selection just referred to Latino players and international players. I forgot what they call this. They have a name to this little department or pit stop, whatever, but I forgot what it's called. But anyway, this is still pretty cool seeing all this stuff in person. So, and this is not just information of the Reds players from different countries and Latino players, but this is from players of different teams as well too. So here's a couple of jerseys. David Ortiz, there's a Beltre at the Rangers, and there's a couple Reds jerseys down there toward the bottom. Don't recognize who some of them are, but then we have some more jerseys. Sammy Sosa with the Cubs, Rodriguez, there's Duncan, a couple players don't recognize, but still pretty cool. Then we have some autographed baseball bats as well. There's a Loris Chapman, Johnny Cueto, number 6 with the Reds. Don't know who that is. Suarez, Perez. Some more jerseys over here as well too. See a Soto. I think 24 is gonna be Ken Griffey Jr. Maybe, not too sure about that, but anyway, bunch of cool jerseys on display here. We have a Martinez, Olivia, and some Dodgers, and some more Reds jerseys over here as well too. Then we have some magazines toward the bottom, so this is pretty interesting. Okay, then we have some more stuff you can read here if you want to. I will say, pretty interesting stuff. If you want to learn, you can definitely learn some stuff for sure. That's just your choice. Okay, then we have some stars of today. So there's a catcher's helmet. There's a couple of jerseys, Altuve, Tatis Jr., the All-Star Game jerseys on the Albert Pujols. And then we have a Juan Soto Nationals jersey, Castello, and then some magazines, and there's a base toward the bottom as well. And then this is kind of pretty interesting, and hey, sometimes you don't even think about it, but we are blessed. There are some people out there who can't even afford baseball gloves, so crazy, man. Okay, then we have a cool little painting, cool little wall here with a bunch of the former players. Now, I think most of these are the Reds, but there's a couple different other teams represented too. And then a couple different flags in here as well from different countries. Okay, so now that's kind of the first little pit stop. So now walk into the second hallway. And from now on, everything else is upstairs. So yes, you do have to take some stairs. There is also elevators in here as well too, I believe. So if you cannot walk, if you are in a wheelchair, you can take the elevator. But we just walked up here, so this is pretty cool stuff as well. And then we have some more stuff you can read here if you want to about the Negro weeds, a couple of jerseys. Pretty cool looking at all this information here. Bunch of different teams and many different type of jerseys represented in this case. Okay, I don't know how many baseballs this is exactly, but it is over 1,000 something. Wow. Okay, then we also have a bunch of statues. Now, I think one of them is Johnny Bench, I believe. I could be wrong about this, not too sure, but I want to say this is back from the 76 World Champions team. So there's Mr. Johnny Bench right there, number 5 on the wall. And yeah, I think most of these players are back from the 76 championship team. Okay, so this is pretty cool and pretty interesting. This TV shows every hit in order that Pete Rose ever hit, but it also shows the pitcher he hit the ball off of. So, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Pretty cool, man. So, one of the most interesting things, in my opinion, here at the museum. And then some more TVs and some more pictures and stuff you can read over here as well, too. So, this is a plaque of the Baseball Heaven Hall of Fame. So, this is pretty cool, pretty interesting. Okay, now moving on. So there's some more baseballs. And yeah, now we're on to the second floor. So you're walking up the stairs. And there is a couple of pictures and stuff you can look at and read stuff if you want to walking up the stairs. So there's some more baseballs. And man, this is just ridiculous. So that says over 3,000. So there's over 3,000 something baseballs. What the what? Okay, so now I'm looking outside. So there is a little baseball mini field, little playground situation. There's a stadium right over there. So yeah, there's a couple activities for the kids to do out there. Pitching cage as well. Okay, so now here's a history of first. So this is a bunch of history back from the 1800s and also 1900s for the Cincinnati Reds as well. So just a bunch of past information. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we are officially on the second floor, and look at this. So, bunch of different type of baseballs throughout the year, and of course you can kind of tell which ones are old and which ones are new. Same with the baseball bats, and yeah, you can tell these are pretty old. So, this is pretty interesting. So, bunch of different type of gloves here as well throughout the years, and just seeing all this information and history is pretty cool seeing in person. So a couple of different Reds jerseys on display too. Of course, one on the left from a long time ago, the one on the right, the current jersey. Then we have some more pretty cool stuff over here as well too. Some catcher mitts. So some of this stuff is back from the 1800s or early 1900s, I think. But still, just seeing stuff that's pretty old, and you know, this is stuff you just don't see every day. So a couple helmets over here as well too. This is pretty cool. And yeah, a couple things you can read as well too. Hey, there's our green helmet back from St. Patrick's Day. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Then we have some more statue situations over here as well too. And then we have some more plaques. So I think there's like 9 or 10 players over here on the plaques. Who the players are, I don't know, but this is still pretty cool. And then we have some more cases, more things on display. This is pretty cool, the Whites figures. So who this is, don't know, but there was like 4 or 5 of these Whites figures all lined up, all behind each other. So that's pretty cool. And then some more display stuff you can look at and read too. And we're going to check all this stuff out here in a couple minutes. But some more pretty cool looking display stuff here. And we have some jerseys. There's a Anderson, number 10. There's a Perez, number 14. Johnny Bench, green jersey. And then retired numbers. So there's 11 retired numbers with the Cincinnati Reds. Pretty interesting. Who they are, I don't know, but this is still pretty cool. So then some signed baseball helmets, signed baseball bats, some jerseys. There's a Joey Votto, Morgan, Pete Rose, Foster, number 15. Some more baseball bats over here as well too. A couple of trophies, so it's pretty cool. Barry Larkin, Suarez. I think Suarez is with the Mariners now, I believe. And some more jersey situations. There's a Rajo Brantley. He played at Mississippi State. And then some more display items, some more magazines, more jerseys. There's a jacket that's pretty interesting. Hashtag vintage. Some more glove situations over here as well too. Some more gloves, more trophies. I mean, just seeing this stuff in person, this is very, very cool in my opinion. You guys may not like it, but I'm loving this. So there's a Johnny Bench gold glove trophy. And then that is one of Pinson. Pretty cool. Okay, so the Cincinnati Reds have 55 Gold Glove winners, and the first one was Roy McMillan in 1957. So there's Johnny Bench, there's Arroyo, I think is how you pronounce his name. So a couple of Gold Gloves there. Some more baseball bats, some more jerseys over here. So there's one of Williamson, Watchery, Arroyo, some more jackets, some more hats, more baseball bats, and so 108 Reds All-Star players throughout the years. Wow, that's a bunch. More jerseys, some pennants, pretty interesting.
Hi, my name is Tucker Barnhart, and I've got 4 quick tips to help you become a better blocker of the baseball from the catcher's position. Number 1, don't be afraid of the ball. Wear all of this nice gear to protect your body. Number 2, when you do go down to your knees, you want to make sure that you keep your chin down. When I keep my chin down, it helps prevent balls from getting up and hitting me in the neck. Number 2, see that Nike logo on my chest? I want to try to block every ball off the middle of my chest. It's going to help keep the ball in front. It's very key to when you guys are on base or girls are on base and they're trying to advance bases. And number 4, which in my opinion is the most important of them all, is use your glove as a kickstand. We all know what a bike is, and most bikes have kickstands. What's the kickstand of the bike's job? It's to hold the bike up. And so the way I think about my gloves is my kickstand. What does it do? It covers between my legs so the baseball or the softball won't get through my leg. And also, it helps me block the ball off of that Nike logo or off that logo that's on your chest protector. It creates a good angle for the ball to stay close to me in front when people are on base. And again, it covers between my legs so the balls don't go to the backstop. Those 4 tips will help you become a better blocker of the baseball.
Okay, dude, I know you're trying to show off, but hey, you ain't got no muscles, man. You weak, bro. Okay, so then we have some Johnny Bench Award winners. Now, this is actually a reward for college baseball and softball players, it looks like. So, a couple winners in the past. And then there's Mr. Johnny Bench wax figure situations right here. Pretty detailed, pretty good, pretty nice looking. And then we have some more situations over here of lifetime attendance numbers. What? I mean, you gotta see the number. What the what? And then we have some more wax figure situations over here as well, too. There's a picture. Now we have some baseball card situations. So if you love collecting sports cards, and especially baseball cards, you're gonna think this is kind of pretty cool and pretty interesting, but the Reds have baseball cards throughout the years, and I believe these are organized by every 10 years. I think some of the older years might be by every like 20 years or so, but these go back all the way from 1869. Wow. Pretty old, but I will say this is very, very cool seeing in person. Okay, so then some more baseball cards over here as well, too. Some of these look kind of pretty new. And then some complete sets over there. A couple of pictures. Jerseys. Jerseys and jerseys. And guess what? More jerseys. Jerseys all over the building, man. Okay, so now we are here in the radio and broadcast room. So there's information you can read of the Reds announcers making the call. And there's also, you can pretend like over here you're actually on TV making the call during the game. So that's kind of pretty cool. So then we have some more little situations over here. Some more stuff you can read if you want to. And there's a couple pictures of people who have been on the call in the past. And then we have all in the air situations. So in this room, you can pretend like you're on the radio making the call. So then this room is the Reds Hall of Fame room, or the Hall of Fame plaque room, what do you want to call it. So all the Reds all-time players who are in the Hall of Fame, they each have their own plaque here in this little room. There's also the presentation above as well, which shows all the players. They're in the Reds Hall of Fame. So it kind of takes a second to show the next player, but this is still pretty cool. So there's Frank Robinson there. And next player they show is going to be Pete Rose. Okay, so now we have these situations here, and these are things you can play. And there's actually a guy that comes on the speaker and basically just kind of tells the history of the player, so you can choose whatever player you want to. It's in the Hall of Fame. So let me find a player that we all know, we all recognize. So this may take a minute. And hey, I mean, we all know Pete Rose, so we'll just click on Pete Rose and we'll push the play button and we'll listen to the history of Pete Rose. Here we go.
The most prolific hitter in baseball history, Cincinnati native Pete Rose proudly wore the uniform of his hometown Reds for 19 seasons. In 1963, Rose was named the National League's Rookie of the Year, and he was selected as the most valuable player of the National League.
Movie theater situations. Okay, so back when we came through earlier, the movie theater was locked up, or I guess somebody's watching it. I don't know. But anyway, we came back downstairs. It was open, so we were like, hey, let's go check it out. So basically, this is just a little 15-20 minute video presentation of history of Reds players, well, international and Latino players throughout the years. So before the show started, I had a pretty cool little trivia game here. I think they asked like 4 or 5 different questions. Pretty fun and pretty interesting. So there's the first answer, Pete Rose, and then the second answer is Jeff Brentley. So yeah, they didn't record too much of the movie, but overall thoughts, it was pretty cool, pretty interesting. Out of 10 stars, I'm probably going with a solid 8.5. It was pretty cool and pretty interesting, and learned a bunch of cool stuff for sure. Okay, peeps, that is going to be it for today's video. Now, this place is pretty cool, pretty interesting. If you're ever in the Cincinnati area or ever coming to a Reds game, this is a place you need to come to pregame for sure. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. If you could please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, it'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys next video. Trent's out. Peace.